So there will be okay, thank you. Hey, Logesh, I have a
Hi,
question for
Pramod.
you. So you know this Agile Manifesto, right? So if you
Yes,
want
Pramod.
to explain one of the Agile Manifesto value to one of the layman, right, who do not know software, Agile, etc. So how do you explain that? Can you explain me this?
Sure. I would take the responding to change over following a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And consider you have a piece of land. You go to a builder. You want him to construct a house.
Mm-hmm.
There are many things from the bricks to the design, and then what the furniture. What the wood. What kind of window. All these things you plan in advance, and then the planning takes 2 3 months, and then they start constructing, and
Mm-hmm.
that will be like the old waterfall method. But now in agile and in waterfall method, what will happen is you will not be able to make some changes because the builder will start building, and then you will have no option to go and make some suggestions or nothing because it's already in pen and paper and it's all done. But if you go to a function, you see a different house, they have a different kind of window, different kind of door. You want to make change, that will not be possible in waterfall. So now coming to agile, it says respond need to change over following a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have sprints, right? Like we have 1 week or 2 week or 4 week sprints like that. The customer can really go and visit the
Mm-hmm.
site anytime, and they have followed the transparency inspection adoption. So the customer can really inspect what's going on, and if they see like if I found something, I found a different a door. It's a very antique door, and now can you change it? Can you, instead of this door, can we do that? And we can go for a window, right? We planned for a small window, but we came to know the next plot is not going to be constructed for a long time. It's going to be empty. So we can make it a French window,
Mm-hmm.
bigger and things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
if you have to wait till the house is being constructed,
Mm-hmm.
then it will be like you have to make some damage and then make the window. But
Okay.
now, since we are in the under construction, you can right away do the French window also.
Okay.
So this is what we explained,
Responding to change following plan. Okay, very good.
yeah,
Thank you,
that's right.
Logesh. So yes, yeah, you all have different answers for this question, right? Yes. Yeah. So let us look at it. I know I'm not really saying a better way of answering it, but a different perspective. Okay, Logesh. So Logesh will get a chance. Same thing. Same question. Ask me. I will be trying to answer this as a Scrum Master, right? Again,
Sure.
I'm really telling everyone this, I'm not really giving a better answer, but I'm really wanted to give you a different perspective on this answer. Is that okay? Go ahead. Logesh, go ahead.
Yeah, hi Pramod.
Hi,
Um,
Logesh.
yeah. So the Agile Manifesto, can you explain to a layman any one value? Can you explain to a layman?
Wow, that's an interesting question, Logesh. So let me. So you are saying one of the Agile Manifesto value, how I will explain to one of the to layman or somebody who is not really from software background. Is that what the question is?
Right, Pramod. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's a very interesting way of asking question. Uh, First of all, I want to appreciate you on first question because I have never came across this question in any of my previous interviews. So this is something very interesting. So let me give you a quick background about what I understand from Agile Manifesto. So see, software development, like any other industry, it's coming from a manufacturing industry, right? When the manufacturing industry was there and then software came in, the software development actually followed the same path of manufacturing industry, which is more of waterfallish in nature. So initial years of the software industry was totally following the manufacturing industry, like the waterfall, right? For example, requirement, functional specification, design, then test coding and testing, and then delivering the software. Like any other, you construct a house, construction house the same way. So that's what way they used to do it. But in 2001, 17 software engineers in US, they decided to come across and do something. Can we create a better way of developing software? And that is what they came up with the Agile Manifesto. There are four values which at the end of the day, at the end of 2 days of workshop, they came up with the four Agile values, which is individuals and interactions over process and tools, working software over comprehensive documentations, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, responding to change over following a plan. Four of them. All of them are equally important. All of them are very much important for the better way of software development. So if you look at it, these are all very broader thing, and it can be not very, very specific only for the software. Every area this can be applicable, right? For example, individuals and interactions over process and tools. And each of this can be applicable in all areas of all ways of business, and everywhere this can be applicable, specifically even in software development. Further to that 2001 Agile Manifesto, there are multiple methodology like Scrum or Kanban, etc. All came based on this principle, and they come up with a software development thing. Now, if you ask me to tell one of the value to a layman, I would take responding to change over following a plan. So maybe I'll explain with an example of, everybody travel from point A to point B, anywhere where you wanted to travel. So for example, if you wanted to travel from a long distance, maybe a couple of hours journey, etc., right? So maybe what we will do is we'll keep a GPS or something to put the destination, and we'll drive the car. Just to assume that I'm going, my family, I'm a car driving, right? I will go as per the path what is given to that. But assume there is a blockage in the road or something happens. We cannot, there is something called we respond to change at that point of time rather than following that plan. We have a plan, but if there's something happen, we need to respond to change. So this is the one of the principle which is very clear. I mean, it's nothing to do with the software. We need to do inspect and adapt, or look at it, what is need to be changed, and uh, what is the things happening, and based on that we need to change it. So this is one of the principles, same thing happening in the software. In software context, responding to change and following a plan. So we have a team will have a plan to develop the software, but while progressing the development of software, they come across some roadblocks, some of challenges, some of the issues with the technology XYZ. They need to inspect and adapt and responding to change rather than the following the plan. So the entire system should be, conducive to make that happen. That is what, like for example, customer collaboration over contract negotiation. So if you wanted to change, respond to change, you should also have a customer collaboration. Agree to the customer should agree for the change, and that should be happening. And that's the way I can probably summarize it. Does it make sense?